the mathematical notation for summation looks like this. What it does is it takes each value of x and adds them all together. How this is denoted, we have an I equals 1, and we have an x sub I. So the very first data points of the variable x would be x1, the next one would be x2, and so forth. The n indicates the total amount of however much data we have. We're looking at the nth data, and typically in mathematics, the letter n is used to illustrate the total amount of whatever it is we're talking about. In this case, the number of different numbers that the variable could be. Now, this symbol is called sigma. It is the uppercase sigma, and we're going to use the lowercase sigma later on in this course, but the uppercase sigma looks like this. If you have Excel or used Excel, you may have noticed that actual symbol as a hotkey button. And all it does is it will add any cells that you grab. Typically, this will be the version that you'll see. You won't have the nice mathematical notation of the I equals 1 to n. We'll just shorten it up for you and just have it as sigma x or sigma of whatever it is we're talking about. As an example, here's a data set. We have 1, that would be x1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 data points, which means our n value would equal 5. Now, part A, or question A, simply wants us to add up all the values. There's nothing tricky there. We just add up each of the values. So our x1 is 5, and our x2 is 1, and so forth. And these add up to 12. Now, part B, we're going to take each value of x, raise it to the second power, and then add up all of our results. Remember, our order of operations, we do exponents before we do addition. So we're going to take 5 squared plus 1 squared, and so forth. And that is going to total to 40. 25 plus 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1 will give us 40. Part C, we have a parentheses, which indicates we have to do whatever's inside the parentheses before we do anything else. So we're going to take each data point. So 5 minus 1 added to 1 minus 1 added to 3 minus 1, and so forth. Now I'm going to do the actual addition here, because we'll be using this for part D. So this is the same thing as now we have a 4 here, 0, 2, 1, and another 0. And this totals to 7. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. Now part D, again with our order of operations, we have to solve what's ever in the parentheses first before we can raise it to the exponent. So luckily we've done part C already, so we're going to take these internal parts of the parentheses and then raise each of them to the second power, and then we add them. And this is going to total to 21. We have basically 16 plus 0 plus 4, 1, and 0. All right, part E. Now, again, because of the parentheses, we have to do what we have inside the parentheses first, which means we have to add up all of the values of x first. We have done that already in Part A. Our Part A total was the number 12. So this is just going to be 12 raised to the second power, or 144. So this is how you do summation notation. I have a bit of homework right here to do, so you are obliged to do this set of data, all of the same questions, but with this set of data.